I've been thinking. When I made that variant video about how he was one of my favorite characters in all of fiction, over a year ago, where has the time gone? But that's besides the point. The point is, when I made the video about Varian, I didn't think he had all that many fans. So I've realized I was wrong. I was very, very wrong. Thus, I have discovered the Varian fanbase. And while I still think he deserves even more fans, I'm grateful for all the people that love this character the same way I do. But there is a character I love just as much as Varian, but doesn't have nearly as many fans, and it is a crime. Character with an amazing story, great personality, smile that just keeps on smiling. Howdy and hello, my fellow magic makers, and welcome back to the most magical channel on Earth. Today we're gonna talk about Noodle Bugger Boy, one of my favorite characters to come out of Disney television. I think this character deserves 1,000,000 fans, but maybe I count for 1,000,000 because I love him as much as 1,000,000 fans.
Wait, no, please don't!
The world is full of haters. The brave bugger. All jokes aside, there's so much to Noodle Bugger Boy that people just ignore. And that makes me sad. He is the sweetest creature whose only purpose is to spread joy to the world. You have to love him for it. I mean, just look at that smile. Look at it! And his eyes, and his outfit. How can you not love this beautiful creature? Okay, for the people that don't know who Noodle Bugger Boy is, which I assume might be most of you, I'll tell you. A recurring antagonist in Big Hero 6, the series. Which is based on the Disney movie Big Hero 6. I assume you probably know about that movie, at least. If not, go watch it. And probably so, too, because I'm gonna be spoiling a lot in this video. Well, this feels like a pretty random video idea. Because it is. But since the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie's about to come out, let's just say I decided to make the video because of its similarities to that, and not it's just a coincidence. For the record, it is just a coincidence. Okay, so now I'm gonna cut to the chase and talk about Noodle Bugger Boy and all of his bugger glory. Now, Noodle Bugger Boy starts off as a robotic mascot for, well, a fast food restaurant called Noodle Bugger, of course. He's cheery, playful, and all the customers love him. He's very advanced. He's actually capable of reading people's orders before they actually say anything, based on past interactions with the recurring customers. And he hands out stickers. What more could you want? He was then stolen and reprogrammed by Obake, an evil scientist. A desire to blow up the city and remake it in his image. After reprogramming Noodle Bugger Boy, he tasked him with stealing multiple things he needed for his evil plan, as well as finding out the members of Big Hero 6's real identities. He does quite successfully. Oh, he's also indestructible, and he has laser eyes. The reason he's indestructible is because the company that built him was very lazy, and they re-used an abandoned military robot project to build him. It's like, is cool in theory, but kinda inconvenient when they're fighting him on a regular basis. Oh, and the evil scientist I told you about, Obake, he added the laser eyes. I'm pretty sure that fast food restaurant wouldn't have gotten away with him having those. So, like, he added them, you know? Oh, and he has a go-kart. That's just plain cool. See the way he talks, always making food jokes, maybe annoying some people, but he's having so much fun with it that I can't help but have fun with him. Doesn't annoy me. This is one of my favorite things about Noodle Bugger Boy. The thing that makes him so great. He's funny, but he's also a serious threat, which is my favorite kind of villain. And he only grows as a threat more and more as the series goes on. To an obedient robot that did whatever Obake said. To a right-hand man. To Obake's robotic daughter, Trina. To a leader of his very own team of evil robots. Both Noodle Bugger Boy has nothing sort of a character arc. And like a bugger itself, Noodle Bugger Boy's some meat to it I haven't touched on that. Because I'm a vegetarian. You get the joke. But before we talk more about his story, I want to talk more about Obake. Now, Obake is basically just an evil version of Tadasi. You probably know Tadasi, Hero's big brother, creator of Baymax. In the movie, he died in that big fire at the school. They're both geneless scientists with a desire to better humanity. Same goal, but different actions taken to achieve it. Tadasi built Baymax to help heal people, treat their medical needs and all that, and tried to encourage people like Hero to share their gifts with the world. Obake planned to blow up the whole city and start a new world that he'd basically rule over, where everyone would have to be as intelligent as he is. Which I think is his idea of world peace. At one point in the show, Obake even goes so far as to impersonate Tadasi in an attempt to convince Hero to join him, basically giving him the whole Dark Vader approach. And right there's another thing that connects the two of them. They both see great potential in Hero. Of course, Tadasi sees potential in Hero to make inventions that will help the entire world for the better. And Obake sees potential in Hero to be his student, to help rebuild the city in his image. I mean, who wouldn't want an opportunity like that? Spoiler alert, Hero declines it. If you've seen the show, you might be saying, what? No, Obake is supposed to be an evil version of Hero. And to that I say, similarities not often drawn between Hero and Tadasi. Now, I don't disagree. Obake is definitely supposed to be a worst case scenario for Hero, if he were to abandon his morals and act without limits. Is Tadasi not also a best case scenario for Hero? They are connected, but they're connected through Hero. Get it? It's up to Hero whose path he takes, and who he decides to follow in the legacy of. Tadasi or Obake. You know, Obake does have a brain injury that damages his moral compass, but he still refuses to have it treated, so it's still his own decision. It's like it's Tadasi's decision to be a good person, and Hero's decision who he's gonna look up to. You need proof Hero could have turned out wrong and bad. Look no farther than Obake's robotic daughter, Trina, who I believe is the evil version of Hero. Now, Trina is who Hero could have become if he was mentored by someone like Obake from the very beginning. When we first meet Trina, she's bot fighting. this is just where Hero started, at the beginning of his character arc. Hero even offers to help her, comparing her problems to his own that he used to have before Tadasi helped him. She declines, of course. And don't you think it's a bit interesting that the episode where Hero has to accept Tadasi's graduate diploma in his honor, the same episode where Trina tries to destroy the city in Obake's honor, and it's also her final episode. Hero even says that stopping Trina helped him realize how important it is to keep Tadasi's legacy alive in that very same episode. Notice that every episode Trina is in is an episode where Hero's going through some life crisis or something. It goes to show you how similar people can go down completely different paths depending on their choices. Okay, so Obake is Tadasi and Trina is Hero, but what about Noodle Bugger Boy? Well, you see, he is the evil version of Baymax. Dun dun dun! I mean, just think about it for a sec. Though Obake didn't create Noodle Bugger Boy, he did hack into him and alter his personality. Not unlike Tadasi created Baymax's personality. Then formed an incredibly close bond with Trina, kinda like Hero did Baymax. And fist bump like them. I mean, besides Noodle Bugger Boy being built from an old weapon machine, he was really only designed to bring happiness to others. Well, he was reprogrammed to be something he isn't. Like how Hero turned Baymax into a superhero when he was supposed to be a doctor. Much more violent than he was originally intended to be. In fact, in the original movie, he was very emotional and angry at Professor Callahan. He tries to make Baymax kill him by messing with his programming. Very against Tadasi's original intention. The robot that's being forced to be a mindless killing machine? Doesn't that sound familiar? In seasons 1 and 2, Noodle Bugger Boy follows orders given by Obake and then Trina. Really out of a sense of familial love. Noodle Bugger Boy was built to connect with people, so he connected with the people that hacked into him, and forced him to be a supervillain. If that has to kill anyone, it's just a way of protecting them to him. It makes the kind of feel for the little guy. So in the Dodge season, when Trina and Obake are both gone due to Big Hero 6, it's his priority to put together a new one. The same chip Obake put into him into other robot mascots. I think it's such a shame Big Hero 6 Season 3 didn't get many episodes. It had Noodle Bugger Boy as the main villain. And I wish he had more screen time. Know what I mean? Noodle Bugger Boy's evil plans are actually pretty oftenly successful, which is more than most supervillains can say. Because he executes them very, very well. He is a very small-brained bugger, and his plans tend to be pretty small-scale. Stealing a robotic vacuum cleaner named Sergeant Suction, or taking over a school in order to make a school for robots. The most threatening he ever was probably when his family and him managed to steal a sonic cannon, with the potential to destroy the entire city. He got too distracted singing karaoke, unable to stop Big Hero 6 from destroying the cannon. In fact, he kinda accidentally helped. Just watch the episode if you want specifics. As you can see, Noodle Bugger Boy is clearly trying his best. It's just he doesn't really tend to see the big picture. His goal clearly seems to be the robot uprising, though. If he can create a world run by robots, he can create a world where his family will never be hurt again. So, as you can see, his family's safety is clearly his top priority. and he puts their safety above everyone else's. Being normal civilians. This could just be a thing with the actor defining the voice more. But I can't help but notice that as the series goes on, well, went on, it's over now, but Noodle Bugger Boy's voice became less robotic and more human. I mean, listen for the difference.
Gee whiz, mister. Would you like some Noodle Burger stickers? Of me, Noodle Burger Boy?
He is a robot.
Yes, he is.
What is his function?
I spread happiness and stickers! Yay me! Do anything for my family. Prepare for a tummy ache!
It's not that big of a difference, of course, but I think the voice has much more personality and emotion behind it. It's like, so does the character. The character becomes more independent and more layered as the show goes on. When he starts out, his only desire is to complete the goal given to him. But over time, he becomes a character with so much emotion and passion and a desire to help his family. Speaking of his robot family in Season 3, have you noticed how, a lot of them, they kind of feel like, well, it's just, well, they have a lot of traits in common with the members of Big Hero 6. Don't you think? Hypopotamus is really cheery and upbeat. Kinda like Honey Lemon. And Crushroom is very jump into action head fast. And Excitement Russ. See, likes exciting things. And Hangry Panda is a sassy one-liner machine. Likes to make fun of everyone. It doesn't like showing emotion. Kinda like Go-Go. What about Wasabi, you might be thinking? Well, he's represented true. Hudson Suckson, the vacuum cleaner they stole. Think about it, he's a vacuum, Wasabi likes things tidy. It's like looking in a mirror. Okay, obviously I'm making some stretches here, but I still think it's worth bringing up. The episode Noodle Bugger Boy puts his new family together is the same episode where he was worried his friends might move away and leave him, drawing comparisons between the two. My point? The teams are connected. In fact, in one episode, Noodle Bugger Boy walks with Baymax and Minimax to save their families. Noodle Bugger Boy even points out in that episode that families aren't about blood or anything like that. It's about what's inside. Showing his heart is in the right place. His robot heart, that is. Though Noodle Bugger Boy isn't the main villain for that long, considering Season 3 is very short, I can't complain all that much because, like, the episodes with him in Season 3 are, like, my favorites of the character. It just, like, I think it gives him, like, the best moments. And he acts as the final villain of the series, so. Speaking of wits, in the final episode of the show, Big Hero 6 defeats all of the robot mascots. And what do they do with them? Since Big Hero 6 is aware of how much the robots care about each other, and want to be a family, they do the honorable, heroic thing. Reprogram them and get them jobs at Heroes Aunt's Cafe. All of them. And they are now official members of Heroes' family. Showing that these guys had good in them all along. And it doesn't feel on because you've seen this side of them so multiple times. Which makes their happy ending feel very dissolved. I think Noodle Bugger Boy is so underrated. He has a great story, and he's just overall so entertaining and fun to watch whenever he's on screen. And did I mention he hands out stickers? I mean, come on, come on. What's not to love about this guy? I love him so much, and we need to spread the word that this character exists because he is awesome. There. Well, that was my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe do, I don't know, learn some stuff. Maybe some important things about how our decisions make us different people and all that. But mostly, I just hope you had a fun time. I had a fun time making this for you. And like always, may the magic be with you always. Howdy, and goodbye! That's the new blog boy says howdy and hello, so by saying howdy and goodbye, I'm quoting him. To get it?